Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I hope you're doing well. And if you're new here, I make these 7 day 7 looks videos every so often, hoping to give you some outfit inspiration for everyday life. But at the same time, I also like to show that personal style can be a little scattered, inconsistent, and always evolving. And personal style can be something fluid. And the first outfit I wanted to share is a new favorite of mine. I'm wearing a pair of white like cotton pants and I paired them with an oversized knitted t-shirt. And I didn't plan it that way, but when I put them on together, I noticed how the navy blue in the top subtly ties in with the pants, and I really like that. But if you've seen my videos before, you'll also know that I'm not somebody who likes everything to match perfectly. So to mix things up, I added a brown thrifted bag and my black platform slippers. And one thing I've realized about my style is that I'm not always the biggest fan of beige. And sometimes I think it just washes me out. But when I wear silver jewelry, it feels like it balances things a bit better. And that's why I'm wearing my bigger silver hoops from COS. Because I guess I just like having at least one cooler element in my outfit color-wise. On Tuesday, I went with my new bag from Est. They're a woman-owned brand and the founder is actually an architect, which I feel really comes through in their designs, because the bags feel structural, practical, and visually interesting in a way that really speaks to me. And they kindly reached out and asked if I'd like to try one of their bags, and I immediately fell in love with their shoulder bag. They make it in 2 sizes, and honestly, I went back and forth between them for a while. The smaller one is such a perfect everyday size, but in the end, practicality won, and I needed something that could carry a little more. And this larger size fits a lot, but it doesn't feel too big or bulky. And it comes with a wider strap, which I really appreciate when wearing it on the shoulder starts to feel like a bit much. And another design detail I love is the side pockets. I'm always drawn to bags that have those extra functional touches. And the leather is super soft too, so it has a nice slouchy fall that I really like. And they also very kindly gifted me a flower-shaped bag charm, and I love it. I'm actually not a fan of bag charms when they overpower the bag, unless they're really personal. But when a charm is designed to feel like part of the bag itself, I think it works perfectly, and this one is just that. So on this day, I paired the bag with an all-white outfit because I love how it makes the bag stand out. Plus, it was really hot outside, so light colors just made sense. And I also want to say I almost always buy my bags second-hand, so it feels like such a treat to have a newer, nicer bag for once. Please don't judge me, but I still have the little protective plastic bits on the bottom, because I always have to go through that phase where a new item feels so precious that I'm scared to actually use it properly. And because the bag feels so new and polished, I wanted to balance that with pieces that feel a bit more lived in. So the shirt is thrifted and has this really soft, warm feel to it. And the pants, funny enough, I originally bought them as pajama pants, but I've been loving wearing them out because they have this pretty dentelle pattern that makes them a bit more interesting. And I finished the outfit with my heeled slippers again and added a black beaded necklace in the end. And for me, I don't mind matching my bag, my shoes, and even my jewelry as long as there's some contrast somewhere else. And in this outfit, that contrast comes from the 2 different tones of white. I love how that keeps the look from feeling too flat or too perfect even. On Wednesday, I was in the mood for something a bit more colorful, and I ended up wearing an entirely thrifted outfit, and I love when that happens. The skirt is originally from Xandres, and I love the little floral details with the sequins. It gives it such a chic and summery shine without being too much. And I guess I was feeling pretty matchy this week because I paired it with this cotton top that's almost the exact same shade of green, but I don't really mind that because there's still some contrast happening, because the skirt feels very feminine and dainty and the top has a slightly sportier vibe thanks to the stripe down the middle. And this time I wore my pointy kitten heels, which add a little polish, and I carried my yellowish bag from Bimba Ilola, another great thrift find. On Thursday, I re-wore my navy cotton pants, but this time I paired them with a more fitted top. But I followed the same principle as before. The top has green, brown, and navy stripes, and I love how those colors tie back to the pants without feeling too matchy-matchy. And I added a thrifted bag originally from Max and some thrifted sandals that I actually bought back in January. And I know a lot of people suggest only shopping for the season that you're in, but when it comes to thrifting, I really feel the opposite. You never know what you're going to find, so if you come across something great, even if it's out of season, I say grab it. Because these sandals sat in my closet for almost 4 months before I could actually wear them. But when summer finally came around, I was so excited to pull them out. And I think when you have pieces you're already excited about for the next season, you're also less likely to buy new things when the seasons change. This outfit might look pretty similar to the one I wore on Tuesday, and honestly it is, even though all the pieces are different except for the back, but the overall vibe is pretty much the same. I wouldn't say I'm always an outfit repeater throughout the week, but I'm definitely an outfit concept repeater. When I find a combination I love, I like to recreate it with different pieces and see how it feels. And I really liked how the white and beige tones worked with this bag earlier in the week, but since it was a bit colder this day, I swapped the t-shirt for a cardigan from Another Stories that I've had for a couple of years, and I paired it with trousers I thrifted last month. I also added a black belt, mostly out of necessity because these trousers are too big, and I haven't gotten around to altering them yet because I'm honestly scared I'll mess them up. And once again, I wore the bag from Est, partly because it's really practical, but also because I just love how it looks. I'm genuinely excited to make this a staple in my wardrobe, and I've been lucky to receive a few jewelry pieces in the past, but this is the first time a clothing or a bag brand has reached out where I really truly fell in love with both the piece and the brand. So Est, if you happen to be watching, thank you so much for reaching out. I am really happy about it. On Saturday, I faced my fear of beige and re-wore the t-shirt I had on Monday. And this time I paired it with a beige skirt, which is also from Xandres. And I was feeling pretty casual that day, so I kept it simple with a slouchy everyday black bag and my platform slippers. And I added some silver jewelry, which again I think helps tone down the beige a bit and makes the whole outfit feel a little bit more relaxed. And it also keeps me from looking too washed out. And I don't know if that is rooted in any kind of theory. I haven't done a color analysis or something, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think those videos are often quite sad. A lot of times when I watch a color analysis video, they'll tell someone to avoid a color they actually love wearing. And if your favorite color is to wear black or beige or pink or whatever, I don't think you should stop wearing it just because it doesn't fit your undertone. So sometimes I will not want to wear an all beige outfit, and sometimes I will, and I think that's okay. And as a surprise, Est also sent me this violet bag, and it was such a lovely surprise, especially because I recently painted a bag pink to try out some more color in my bags. So violet is definitely a shade I'm not used to, but I think it adds something really fun and unexpected to an outfit, at least for me. And again, I have to say how practical it is. It fits my phone, wallet, a lipstick, and some other small essential. So it's a perfect bag for those days when you don't want or need to carry a lot around. And I paired it with a long t-shirt dress from COS because I was feeling pretty casual. And at first I felt like the outfit was missing something vintage, so I tried tying a brown scarf around my hips like a skirt, but something about it wasn't working, so then I tried layering it with some crochet filet curtains that I've been desperately trying to make work as a skirt, but honestly it still didn't feel quite right. So in the end I decided to just keep it simple, as one should on a Sunday, and wore the dress as it is. And that wraps up everything for this week. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know which outfit was your favorite, and I hope to see you in the next one.